Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa
Wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alameen innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alameen innaka Hamidum Majid. Together, please, let's say Ya Alim Alimna 11 times. Then afterward, then we recite Surah to Al-Kawthar. This is what we do every single week. So we ask Almighty Allah to give us abundant knowledge, the knowledge that we're going to be used to be successful in this life and the hereafter. So together we say Ya Alim Alimna 11 times. Ya Alim Alimna, 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 Ya Alim Alimna. Surah Al-Kawthar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. Fasalli li rabbika wanhar. Inna shaniyaka huwal abtar. May Allah bless each and every one of us with knowledge, inshallah, bi quwwatillah.
Amen.
Last week, ẹjọ́ ta ni iPhone. So ká fi mọ̀ tá wá fẹ́ pé orúkọ. Ẹjọ́ ta ló lo iPhone. Who is iPhone, please? Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mo fẹ́ mọ voice yẹn jọ.
Ìyá Latifa.
Ìyá Latifa, ìyá wa Adéjùmọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Allahu Akbar. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa. Ẹni kẹ́ wá wò wá bí supervisor ni wọ́n o. Halan wa salam wa marhaba bikum. Aki sórí ètò.
Assalamu alaikum supervisor wa.
Tẹ́síra àwọn tí yín, wọ́n ti kí yín o.
Assalamu alaikum.
Ẹ má dá láti lówó.
Ẹ rò kó wọn mọ voice yìí ni. Ọládìméjì mọ voice yìí, gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ló mọ voice yìí. Ẹ dẹ̀ á change voice yìí, ẹ fẹ́ kí n ti dá mọ̀. Mo doubt tẹ́lẹ̀ ni o. Mashallah.
Ọlọ́run àfi yé wa.
Thank you. Bẹ̀sẹ̀ wá bẹ̀ wá wò yẹn. Mashallah. Inshallah. So we have to start revision quickly, as we always do every blessed week. We don't mind some people just join us today, yesterday, but we just give them the opportunity to do what? To revise what we have covered so far. Yeah, is for adult beginners. What I mean is we started from the scratch. That is from the Alif to Ya. So we've learned Alif to Ya, but the way we pronounce, sometimes it might be somehow. Okay, so that's why we sometimes we do the revision. So therefore, I'm starting from the beginning up to where we stop. So I begin. Alif at the beginning, Alif at the end. And remember, Alif doesn't have any sound. So we said Alif has no sound. Wherever you've been to, they said to Alif sound A. Alif doesn't sound A. Alif and Hamza, these are the two letters that has no sound in Arabic. So Alif and what? Alif and Hamza. So the next one is Ba. Anytime we see Ba has got one dot under at the beginning. Why is it like this? Originally, it should be like this. But the reason why it's like this, because we want to join it with another letter. That's why we call it at the beginning. Why do we have it in the middle? So which means a letter is coming, then to join the Ba, then it continues to join another one. But what doesn't change is the numbers of dots, which is one dot under, one dot under. Then at the end, this is how the Ba looks like. Then what is the sound for the Ba? Every time Ba sounds B, 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 okay, B. The next letter is letter Ta, okay? On its own, letter Ta is like this with two dots on the top, okay? So, but why is that? Because it's at the beginning. In the middle, at the end, and the sound of Ta is okay? So is the next letter is also Ta. The reason why they repeat another Ta here, they want to tell us another way of writing Ta, and this Ta is called round Ta. If you see, is round. That's why it's called round ta. But do not be afraid. Do not scare. Do not doubt yourself. It still sound ta. Sometimes you can find it like this. As long as it's round and it has what? 2 dots on the top. Somebody asked me, how can we differentiate between the round ta and the cough? Thank you. So if you see the cough sits in the middle. Of course, it's also round with 2 dots in the middle like this. That is the cough. But in terms of ta, you have it round at the end. So that is different. But if it stops here, it becomes ta. It's no cough. But if it continues like this, so it becomes cough. So please do not get confused. Ta sound. The next letter is tha. A lot of people will say sa. Please, mummies and daddy, don't say sa. It's not sa. It is tha. Alif, ba, ta, tha. T and H, like thank you. Tha, tha, tha. So 3 dots on the top. This ta, ba, they are all the same family. Tha in the middle and also tha at the end. And it is TH. Okay? It is sa now. It is tha. Okay? Thalatha, 3. Tha. Okay? Tha, not sa. Sa is coming. Jim. What is Jim? Jim is one of a letter that has a tail. Okay? We have so many that has a tail, but one of it that has a tail is what is Jim. Say, any letter that has a tail, when you are joining it from the beginning or in the middle, what we do is we delete the tail part. So then it becomes straight like this. Why do we have to do that? Because if we try to write it and join it with another letter, it becomes something else. Therefore, we delete just the tail and we make it long and put the dots under it. And somebody said to me again, how do we differentiate between the bar and then the Jim? Okay, so obviously, bar, if you see, it just goes straight. Okay, it doesn't curve on the top like this. But with the Jim, you will see a bit of curve on the top like this, and it goes straight. And this is now Jim. If it's curved a little bit, it becomes Jim. Of course, both have got 2 dots under. So it's Jim at the beginning, in the middle. This line means one letter is coming to join the Jim, and Jim is also joining another letter. And the last bit is also Jim. And what is there? The sound of the Jim is a J. 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 Okay? They write Jim, isn't it? But call the first letter J. What is the next letter, which is family of the Jim? Is Ha. We have 6 letters that are coming from the throat. We have some letters that are coming from our lip, like B, Ba, Ba, Mim. Some letters are coming from our throat. One of it is Ha. Don't say Ha now. It's Ha, Ha, Ha. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Okay, so it's Ha at the beginning, in the middle, at the end. And what is the sound? It sounds what? Like hotel, hotel, house, ha. The next, which is the family of Jim, is called Ho. Ha and Ho are the throat letters. There are 6. Okay, so Ho is also a long letter which has a tail, but we want to join it at the beginning. So that's why we delete the long part of it. Okay, Ho, the dot is on the top, not at the bottom. So Ho in the middle and Ho at the end, then it sounds K and H. Believe me or not, there are some letters in Arabic, but they are not there in English. You will never see them in school. What is it? Like Ho is one of it. Okay, Ho is one of it. It's not in our A to Z. You will see Ho. You will see H, of course. You see Jim, isn't it? You see Tha, you see Tha. Okay, there's some letters we are going to come across them, but you won't see them in English. All right. So Ho is the throat letter. Ha is also throat letter. The next is Dal. I'm going to start Dal because Dal is one of the letters that you can join them after. You cannot join anything after them. When we write Jim, is a continue. Ho, continue. Now it comes to Dal. There's nothing continue here. because we can't join anything after. There are 6 letters like that. I want Elijah Kasim to give me one of the 6 letters that we cannot join anything after them. Number 1.
Raw.
Thank you, Raw. I want Alaaja Basirat Oladimeji to give me another letter that we can't join anything after them.
Dal.
Dal. Thank you so much. And I want Alaaja Fatia Salami, Mami Fatia Salami, to give me another letter that we can't join anything after them. What's that letter?
Zain.
Zain. MashaAllah. We have Ra, we have Dal, we have Zain. Then I want Alhaja Ajia Atoro from Scotland to give me another letter that we can't join anything after them. There are 6 I mentioned, but 3 now. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Why is another letter we can't join them? Somebody's afraid. Don't hide. I'm going to call you now. Alhaja Olayinka Razak. Please give us another letter that is we can't join any letter after it. What is it? Alhaja Olayinka Razak.
Alif.
Alif. 1. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one more. Tani mo fẹ́ pè o. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n pè ẹni tó rúkọ ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú A. Ó dẹ̀ tún parí pẹ̀lú A. Kẹ́ni ẹ dá lóhùn. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú A. Ó dẹ̀ tún end pẹ̀lú A. Bismillah.
Zal.
Thank you. We have that. MashaAllah. Don't be surprised. Our name is Aisha. So begin with A and end with Hey. So we have Ra, Dal, Zain, Waw, Alif, and Dal. These 6 letters, we can't add anything after them. Okay? We can add anything before them. So this is Dal, Dal in the middle, Dal at the end. And the sound is what? D. Okay? Dal. The next is Dal. Dal. After that, for you to remember that, because some people say Sal. It's not Sal. It's Dal. D and H. Dal and Dal. Dhalika likitab. Dhalika likitab. Not Salika. So da, and Dal. Do we have this letter in school? Nah. You have Dal, of course, but we don't have Dal. And you don't have what? Oh. Making how many? Making 2. So the next is Ra. I start that. I start Ra and I start Dal. So Ra sounds what? So Ra, we have the Ra that has Fataha. We have the Ra that has a Kasra. We have the Ra that has Dama. Mummies and daddy on the platform. We have the Ra that has Fatia, Ra that has a Kasra, Ra that has a Dama, and Ra that has a Sukun. So if the Ra has Fataha, if the Ra has a Dama, the Ra has a Sukun, we have to make it heavy. In other words, we make our mouth to be full mouth, like Ra. That is what you call heavy. We make it what? Thick very well. That is Ra. Like Alhamdulillahi Rabbile. Don't say Rabbile. Nah. Because the Ra has Fataha, Ra has a Dama, Ra has Sukun, we make it heavy. And the Ra that has a Kasra, we just make it light, very light. Risalati, Risalati. We are coming to the rule, okay? Just an intro to the rule of Ra. So basically, Ra full mouth, the sound is R. So the next is Zain. Z. Okay? Zain. Zain, I have to start it as well because you can't add anything afterward. So Zain sound what? Z. Okay? Z. Okay? Zalzala. So the next now is Sin. Sin on its own, you know it has a tail. Always remember, a letter that has a tail, you can manipulate them from the beginning in the head and what? And the end. So if I want to start it from beginning, Remember, sin is 3 teeth. Don't write 5. 1, 2. Some will write continue. No, only 3. 1, 2, and the third one may be longer. But if you are joining with something else, so the third one, you make it long. Okay? You continue sin, and it sound. All right. Then next is she, the family of sin. She, and it sound what? Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah. Next is sword. Now, sword is also a long tail, and sword sound like sin, but the difference is we put dot or line under the sword. The next is dod. This is the letter we pronounce and our cheeks comes up a little bit. Dod. Dot we put like D and H, but we put line under it. So it's not going to look like dal. So be careful. Sword, dot. Now, po, and it sounds like a T, but we put line under it to differentiate with the ta. To, then zo, and zo like a zain, but we put what? We put a line underneath. Ain is just like a speech mark. Okay, so ain has an open mouth. On its own is this ain, but it's a long leg letter or that has a tail. And in the middle, you can write ain like this, but most times they say you should close the mouth. So that's why ain looks like this. Ain, and at the end, of course, we can leave it like this, but we said we shall make sure we just close the mouth. And sometimes we shade it like this. So do not get confused. Ain doesn't sound like ah. It doesn't sound like ha. If we get this right, if you use 4 weeks to master alif to ya correctly with full tajweed, you don't have problem when we decided to join 2-3 letters word together. Okay, so we've seen some people, they have finished Quran, they have graduated, but they ask them to go back to the foundation. And what is foundation? This is the beginning. This is the root of it. So please, let's make sure we master this very well. Correct pronunciation. So ain, it sounds like a cat. Ain. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Is it Alami? Not Alami, not Halami, but Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. So it's ain. The next is going, is just like an ain, but there's a dot on top of it. And going sounds what? Raw. Okay, raw. Some people might write letter G. Don't fight them, don't argue with them. They can write G, you can write G and H. There's no problem at all in that. So going is another letter that's coming from our throat. I is one of it. Remember this. I, going. Ha and ho, they are throat letter. The next is fa. Fa sound. Cough, 2 dots. Cough. Cough sound what? Like a column. Cough. Don't say car. Car is the next one. Okay, on its own, car is like this. Okay, and we can write it like this. We can write it like this. So still what? Still car. Kitabu. Okay, car sound k, but ko sound what? Ko, koi, quack, kolamun. Kitabu is ka. The next letter, lam on its own is long letter. So once we are joining it, and lam, if I write like this is not lam. This is alif. If you see joining some letter with this and it stops, it becomes alif. But if I join any letter with the long and I continue, so this means lam. So lam continues while alif stops. Lam continues with another letter, but alif stops. So lam in the middle, Lam at the end, the sound is The next one is mim. Mim is also a long letter. Can you see? As a tell, mim at the beginning, in the middle, at the end, and mim sounds what? The next is noon. If I want to write noon, I can write noon like this. Okay, but because I want to join you at the beginning, so I can make it small, and I put the dot on it. All right, noon, noon, noon sound what? The next letter is wow. Also start it because you can't join it with another letter. Wow, wow, wow sound what? W. Then, ul, hua. We raise our chest a little bit when we are doing Sometimes you find how this, they make it go down and continue like this. Do not get confused. It's still it cross, but mim, it doesn't cross in the middle. So and see this one? The difference between and the ta. Can I ask Mami Aziz to explain to us the difference between and the ta? Mami Aziz, Mrs. Amadou. Mami Aziz. Okay, let's call somebody else. Tani o ti sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ni o. Simon Fati ti sọ̀rọ̀. Okay, wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀, yeah. Atoro náà ti sọ̀rọ̀. Okay, let me call at random. Mami Aisha, Mrs. Aisha Adams. Ejo, please, is there between ta and ha? What is the different place?
Ta has the 2 dots.
Okay.
And ha has no dots.
Thank you very much. So ha, it doesn't have any dots, because some people say this is still the same thing. Now, as long as we have the 2 dots on it, is a round ta. So this ha sound with raise of our chest, and the last letter is ya has 2 dots under, and it's as a ya. Now, all what we have covered now, okay, we are reading them with phonics. We can't just read them very well because they don't have what we call haraka. What are haraka? Harakas are fataha, kasra, dhamma, and sukun. Harakas are what? Fataha, kasra, and dhamma. So this is called haraka. Without haraka, we cannot read ba very well. We have just to say b. Without haraka, we cannot read jim very well. We just have to say j. But the harakas we have in Arabic, there are 3. Okay, they help us to pronounce this very well. Now, I write ba down, which sound b. Then I put fatha on top of it. Then it now becomes ba. This one, I can't call it ba, I'll call it b with the sound b. Then, because of the arakana, and I cannot say smile and say ba, because there's ba there. So this is called fataha, which sounds a. Anytime we see fatiha, we always open our mouth, which is ha. Anytime we see kasra, we show our teeth as e. Sometimes you can put it as letter e, as long as it stands e. We show our teeth. For us to remember this, fataha, mouth open, kasra, show teeth, and dhamma, mouth circle, round mouth. Circle sound u. Now, I have my jim, and I put kasra on it, then I'm able to say g. Before it was j, but because I now put kasra, then I'm able to say what? To say g. Okay, I have my here, right? Okay, I can't say mim, I can't say ma, but now when I put my dhamma, then I'm smiling, I will say, oh, mu now. So, ma, me, mu. With haraka, we are able to read and spell well. Without haraka, we only read with what? With phonics. Any question, please? Now, see, lesson 7, lesson 4, a, e, u. That's why we have the. That's why we have ra. That's why we have a za. That's why we have ta. Okay? That's why we have ma, because there are haraka on this one. Now imagine a ma ra. A ma ro. This one I can't say amara. Why? Because I've explained to you about ro. If it has a fataha, we make it heavy. So a ma ro. And still, if you are writing, you have to write R-A. In Arabic, we don't have all sound. Okay? We don't have all. You are writing all. No. You write A, but you pronounce all. A, ma, ro. If the letter is full mouth with ro, is the rule of ro. So a, ma, ro. Ba, la, ro. Sa, ma, ro. Ja, ma, a. So o, ma, ro. Ko, ma, ro. Wa, ja, da. Wa, ja, da. And each of these has got the meaning. So if we say something else, we are referring to something else. So the best thing is to pronounce the correct one. Last week, we also did our kasra, which is E. We show our teeth anytime we see the kasra. So with Fatia, with Alif kasra E now, I will just write E. Or more, I can call only E, letter E. With B, I'll put the B, which is sound, and the kasra is what? E. You can write B and E, you can write B and I, but you say B. Remember, kasra show teeth. T. Now we write T and I, or we write T and E. It's up to you, up to me. Phi, T and H plus what? Plus E. Phi, G, he, she, me, li, ki, ri, ni, we, E. Remember, kasra, you show your teeth. Now, when you have the combination of fataha and then a kasra, all what you need to remember, you need to open your mouth when you see a. You show your teeth when you see kasra. You open your mouth when you see fatiha again. And here I have a, I, u, a, vi, na, ba, qi, ya. So a because it's fatiha, I because it's kasra, and na because it's still fataha. So these are the combination of fataha, fa, li, ma, ya, I, sa, and so on and so forth. Please, any question? Any question, please? Any àbáwọn ya wa ti sùn. Wọ́n ti sùn gbé.
Àwọn
Gbogbo wa wà ń bí o.
Mo fẹ́ gbọ́ òun yín náà ni pé abẹ́
À ń wò bóyá ní question.
Okay. Now, I think, do we cover Dhamma last week or not?
Èmi ò wá Ile Kewu.
Ẹ bá wọn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ya ti mọ̀ pé ẹ wá Ile Kewu. Okay, inshallah. So for this week, we just look into the kasra and into the dhamma. We combine kasra and dhamma, and I've explained kasra. It sound E, B, T, V, and with dhamma, our mouth has to be circle. Your takeaway home today, okay? Let me delete this. Your takeaway home today is the sound A. Anytime tabateri fataha, ama pè ní A. Tabateri kasra, ama pè ní I. Tó bá wù wá, a lè kọ I eléyìí. Tabadẹ̀teri dhamma, ama sọ pé U. Ẹlòmíì lè kọ O. There's no problem as long as your mouth is circle. Now, tí mo bá wá kọ ba. Ba on its own sound lè máa pè, and sọ pé ba. Ama sọ pé B, because there is no haraka to help us to pronounce it. Now, okay, wọ́n ti wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́, wọ́n á fún wa ní fataha. Now, everybody now, if you can speak without background noise, please, I want you to pronounce it for me.
Ba.
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 Okay, thank you. If you don't have any background noise, I want you to pronounce this for me, please.
B.
B. Thank you. If there's no background noise, I want you to pronounce this for me, please.
Boo.
Boo. Thank you so much. If it is ordinary ba, is B. Ordinary ba is B. But because we have put what? The haraka, kí ló fà tá fi fi a sí báyìí? Because Fatiha ó yé wa pé a ní òun. Kasro ojepe ilon, and U is what? Is for Dhamma, which is bu. So now, if you look into the Quran, anywhere in the Quran, just open the page and spell and read. If somebody write this one, okay, like this, do not hesitate to spell and read. The first letter here is Ka. If I want to spell, I'll say Ka, Fatia Ka. The second letter, if I split, is Ta, and the last letter is what? Is Ba. Okay? Ba. If you don't want to confuse the sixth letter that cannot be joined after, please, let's put them here so that we can remember and we're not going to be confused. And some letters are also do confuse, like Jim and then a Ba. So if it curves on the top like this, it becomes Jim. If it doesn't curve, it's Ba. So here we have Ka, Fatia, Ka. So this become what? Ka. Abi, this is Ta, Fatia, Ta, Ta. And then a Ba, Fatia, Ba is going to be what? Ka, Ba. Don't read Ba, Ta, Ka. Why we don't have to read that? Let me ask somebody from the platform. Let me ask Aja Latifa the first question. And if you get it right, we are giving you 3 dojo points. Aja Latifa Ade Koya.
Now,
why I said we write like this, and I want to read, I say Bataka or Kataba. Why we did not read Bataka? Why?
Now the pronunciation is Kataba, Kozabako, Ta Zabata. Sorry, I don't know, I don't know the other way around.
No worry, no worry, you learn it today.
And then Ba Zababa, that means it's Kotaba.
Okay.
Maybe because of the core.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Okay, you try. Okay, Ejo, platform anybody can help me. Why are they read Bataka? Why? Or any names you can find. Bismillah.
Me really oruko. I can't find any name. I can't see any name.
The platform.
Me really.
Click the participant. Click the participant.
Click participants. Anybody.
Okay, oruko temile. Sorry, Emma Binuma.
No problem.
Oladimeji.
No button.
I want to load down.
Oh yeah, Bismillah. Help one.
Because Arabic starts from the right hand side.
Okay.
Anybody from the
right hand side.
Arabic starts from the right hand side.
Right hand side.
Okay, we write like this, isn't it? But we cannot read like this.
Yeah, we can't read from the back.
That is why it's Arabic. Ka, ta, ba. So we cannot say ba, ta, ka. So if you want to write the answer for this one, we say ka, ta, and ba. Ka, ta, ba. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you very much, ma.
Now, the second one is the Castro. Castro, we have to show our teeth. Fatia, I will have to open our mouth. Castro will show our teeth. We have 5 minutes, inshallah, before we do our quiz. So, E, I have my meme. Meme on its own is But when I call meme, then I put Castro on it. OTD kineo, OTD me. Okay, modify me, because it's meme, Castra, me. If you prefer to write M and E, you are not talking of English, but you are talking about transliteration. So it's still me. You can write like this, you can write like that. Okay, so me. If I write known and I put my Castro, then I will write ne, or can call ne. Now, the last bit is Dhamma. Dhamma is what? Is U, sound U. Sometimes you can write O. I will explain to you in the future. But to start with, let's keep to U. Now, I write letter J and I put Dhamma on it. this is going to be do. If I write raw and I put dhamma on it, ejo ẹ̀yin yawa kí ló máa jẹ́ o?
Ru.
Ru. Okay? Ru. That is it. Please, any question based on what we have learned today? So, fataha, ẹ má gbàgbé, fataha. Fataha, only fataha tó wà lókè yìí. So, tiye, fataha, ẹja memorize is called fataha. Fataha, okay? Àmì tó wà nísàlẹ̀, we call it kasra. Okay? Kasra. So, kasra. Okay? Kasra. Àmì eléyìí òun ni dhamma. Dhamma. Okay? Dod. Dhamma. Okay? Dhamma. Okay? Some people say dhamma, isn't it? Isn't it? But do we have O in Arabic?
Dom.
Do we have
Dom.
O? Do we have O? So elomokwe, we have A, E, and what? And U. That's what we have. So fataha, kasra, and what? And dhamma. Dhamma. Please, fataha, fataha. Ba fataha ba, jim fataha ja, fataha. Kasra, kasra, and dhamma. Any question? If you have memorized this today, I'm happy with it. And the sound as well, inshallah. Yeah, that make it easier for fataha. Fataha, kasra, and dhamma. So we are not doing a lot. I just keep it simple, inshallah. It's not alpha, but it's what? But it's our way. So lesson 6, we have done it. So inshallah, we are going to read this next week. The exercise. Jim, damaju, ain, kasro, e, ju, e, lam, fatiha, ju, e, la, ju, e, la. Kho, damahu, lam, kasro, li, ko, fatiha, ko, ku, li, ko. Every one letter meta, one join one because they are joinable. Okay? And because of one last week. I don't know what word we grammar. I don't know. Mashallah. So, a letter meta by that, ka, and enroll. And we want join that because they are unjoinable. Okay? So please let us remember the letter that can be joined and those ones that can be joined. Please ask me a question based on what we have covered. Alif to ya, 2 letters together, fataha, kasra, dhamma. Please feel free. Feel free, mommies and daddy. If you don't ask question, I'm going to ask you. Because quiz is coming out, inshallah. Any question, please?
No question, actually.
Yes, ma. No question, okay?
If it called Domo, yeah.
Yes, ma. Okay.
Dhamma.
Dhamma. Dhamma. Okay? Dhamma. Alif, dhamma, u.
Arabic, yeah. The last word, yeah. Is it ya?
Dod. Dod. Mim. Dhamma. Mim ati ha. Round ta.
That's a ya. Yeah, the last one. Dot is dot me, yeah. Kasra ni neta.
Dhamma. Ele yabi?
Yeah, ben neta.
Same thing meji. Okay. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní round ta lẹ́yìn fataha. Fataha tun. Sẹ́rí round ta. Àti kọ́ round ta òun ni H. Tó bá ti rí orúkọ yẹn tó bá ti ní H lẹ́yìn. Ó ti jẹ́ pé round ta nìyẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Yes, I'm pẹ̀lú yín sir.
Sẹ́rí àwọn orúkọ mi tó bá ní T lẹ́yìn. orúkọ yẹn ẹlòmíì lè kọ ó lè change ẹ̀ sí h ẹlòmíì lè filẹ̀ ní t àwọn tó bá kọ Fatima wọ́n lè kọ Fatima so wọ́n lè fi h sẹ́yìn àbí kan fi kí ni yẹn irú Aisha báyìí ẹlòmíì máa fi Aishat ó máa fi t parí ẹ̀ nítorí pé ráńtà ló parí orúkọ yẹn ẹlòmíì ó lè fi h nìkan ẹ tó bá fi h nìkan sí which is pé ó ti change ráńtà yìí sí h nìyẹn ẹlòmíì tí ò change ẹ̀ ó fi sí ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn because it's ráńtà irú Alimat ẹlòmíì akọ Alimat. Alimat okay ẹlòmíì akọ Alimat àbí kẹlòmíì akọ Alima so irú àwọn yẹn irú Fatima ń báyìí ẹlòmíì akọ Fatimat ó máa fi tí sẹ́yìn because ráńtà ló gbẹ̀yìn orúkọ àwọn obìnrin yẹn nìyẹn so ẹlòmíì lè wá sọ di h tá a bá ka Quran a máa sọ ráńtà yìí a máa change ẹ̀ sí h so Fataha ó ní ráńtà lẹ́yìn Kasra ó ní ráńtà lẹ́yìn Damma ó ní ráńtà lẹ́yìn. I'm not sure if I'm communicating.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, you are communicating. Ó rú mi lójú náà ni kò yé mi.
So ti wáyé báyìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó yé mi díẹ̀.
Ǹjẹ́ ò bá yé wa jẹ́ ká béèrè tó lọ́hùn. Sẹ́rí ráńtà eléyìí kí ló dé tí wọ́n join rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú raw yìí?
Because raw kì í join.
Thank you. Because raw kì í join after náà fi filẹ̀ báyẹn. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n join Damma mímu àti ta yẹn papọ̀ ráńtà mi báyìí?
Àwọn yẹn máa ń join sa.
Àwọn yẹn máa ń join so it's a ráńtà Dammat.
Ṣé Dammat ni ṣé Dammat?
Sẹ́rí Dammat yẹn sẹ́rí tí yẹn òun láti sọ di ha láti pè ní Damma.
Ayọ̀ pé ẹ̀ tí kò wá ní ṣé ṣẹ́dà ló wà lórí àbí kí ló wà.
Ṣé lè kò sẹ́ni tí lórí ẹ̀ Damma.
Tí mímì ẹ̀ ṣẹ́dà wà lórí.
Ṣẹ́dà ni ṣẹ́dà ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wà.
Àti ìmọ̀ dáadáa.
Ẹgbẹ́ tá bá ti rí ṣẹ́dà báyìí a dọ́bù lẹ́tà ẹni ẹ torí ẹ̀ mo ti dọ́bù yín báyìí. Irú Allahu tá a máa ń kọ ẹ̀kọ́ pàṣẹ máa ń kọ Allahu ní àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
Allah ẹ̀rí pé dọ́bù ẹ̀ la máa ń kọ. In tó fara fi kọ dọ́bù ẹ̀ ni pé because I ṣẹ́dà there.
All right sir.
So ti báyìí Allah sẹ́rí Allah ẹ̀ wúrà ń tà lẹ́yìn òun náà ṣọ́ di H yẹn.
But it's possible kó tún fi lẹ́yìn H yẹn kó tún fi use allow.
Yes, all possible. Okay. Allow because you know in the Quran, mo ti sọ kíni yẹn fún ní the other time. There are certain rules that we have to follow when we read Quran at the end of a verse. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. If you look at the end of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, there's a kasra after it. There's what? There is a kasra. Kasra. So tiye, say mo show screen ejo.
Yes, sir.
Tẹ́ bá wí bá ẹ rí pé kasra wa me àbí kò sí me. Is mim kasra me, right?
Yeah. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mim kasra me.
Mim kasra. So tí lẹ́tà bá ti gbẹ̀yìn bẹ́yẹn, wọn ò kí ń pe àwọn lẹ́tà tó bá gbẹ̀yìn yẹn, wọn á kàn round it up ni. Is Bismillahi ẹ pé hi ilé iṣu àbí Rahmani ilé náà ṣó ní àbí but ẹwọ ti mí yìí kò ṣó ó kàn ṣó nìkan because in the Quran we have the rule that says at the end of a verse if we have Fataha, if we have Kasra, if you have Damma, if you have Fatateni, no, not Fatateni, Kasrateni, and we have Damateni, any letter over there, we have to make it S-I-L-I-N-T. What is that?
Silent.
Silent. Ewo, alhamdulillah, kilamaka. Amalupe, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Say, amalupe, alamina.
Sir.
There is na lo wa me. Abi o se na ni. But kí ló ń ta wá pé na yẹn, ó ní pé because a fẹ́ dúró, tá bá lè ti fẹ́ dúró yẹn, araka yẹn a máa sọ di silent. Ewo Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Sọ pé Rahimi. Do we say Rahimi?
Rárá sir.
But see, a lè sọ pé Rahimi, a lè sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. It depends on what you want to do. Now, if I don't want to stop between the second verse and the third verse, Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim maliki yawmiddin. Tí mi ò bá fẹ́ dúró, òun ni màá pè.
Okay.
But we are beginners. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fúnra wa ní sùúrù ká ọ̀rá máa ka Quran pẹ̀lẹ́ territil pẹ̀lú pẹ̀lẹ́. So tiẹ̀, so ending yẹn a ò ní pé haraka tó bá wà ńbẹ̀, a máa silent yẹn ni.
Okay, sir.
So make sense.
Adúpẹ́, sir.
Ghayril maghdubi alayhim. Ẹ bá ń parí ẹ̀.
Wala dọ́ọ̀lì.
Kí ló parí ẹ̀?
Náà
ni ṣé a sọ pé náà?
Rárá.
Kí la wí?
Wala dọ́ọ̀lì.
Ẹni ẹnìkan la pè.
Yes.
A sọ pé wala dọ́ọ̀lì náà. Ẹni tó bá bèèrè lọ ni pé why tá a sọ pé wala dọ́ọ̀lì náà? Ẹ sọ pé the rule says at the end of a verse, if you prefer to stop, we have to silence the letter that is there, the sound of it that is there. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who asked that question, please? 2 dojo points for the person. Tani Ejo.
Alaja Basira.
Láti Scotland. How did you in London? Okay. Eja say join. Time to low. Say first join my quiz. I'll be next week.
Yeah,
Next week. I'm gonna jojo point.
Okay. But Eja take attendance in inshallah. Jojo point, inshallah.
Alpha, Jojo point wa kí la máa fi gbà, ṣá máa fi gba voucher ni.
Ṣé Jojo point tẹ́ wọ̀n yẹn, inshallah, ṣé pé máa graduate.
Àmín.
Ẹ má sọ pé ó ti sú mi ò wá mọ́ o. Ẹni tí ò bá ti yé, ẹ jẹ́ kí n stop recording now.